Hello everyone, my name is Serafina and today I am going to answer some of your questions that I have pulled from my Instagram about my life and experience as a flight attendant. So thank you for tuning in, keep watching and let's get this started.
Walks this girl.
Hi, my name is Usman Bashar here from Pakistan and I want to become a cabin crew. Assalamualaikum. And I want to know about cabin crew job and how to get this job and make life super easy. Okay, so Usman wants to become a cabin crew. I know in Pakistan there is an airline called Pakistan International Airlines. So Usman, have you thought of joining PIA, or is there any other airline that you desire to work for? And for cabin crew job, wow, okay, this is a very huge topic to talk about because there are so many components to what we do. I feel like this job you need, other than wanting to travel, wanting to meet people of different cultures, before you get to enjoy the perks, you really have to work very hard. Other than service, there's also the safety and security aspect, which is very important. It's not just about feeding passengers food, talking to them, but also to bring them from point A to B safely. I can't say that this job will make life super easy, but you will definitely have a lifestyle. So when the doors are closed, when you disembark after every flight, you don't bring work home unless there is a certain follow-up that the company needs you to engage in. But otherwise, during your days off, you really have the entire time to yourself. Usman, all the best in whichever airline that you desire to work for, and hope to see you in the sky. I'm Mananas. I'm from Brunei. Do you remember your first time being stewardess and how was it? Hi Aiman, apa khabar? I definitely do remember my first time being a stewardess, that very first flight as a trainee. To give you a little background about myself is that I actually took my very first flight, or I would consider it last, when I was 3 years old. And to be honest, I have no memory at all about me taking the plane, being in a plane, or like looking at stewardesses or stewards. So when I became a stewardess at the age of 21, I remember that I was on a trainee flight. So we have 2 trainee flights before we graduate from training school. So I didn't really know what to expect or how to feel sitting in a plane and experiencing a plane taking off. But I remember that I was breaking out in cold sweat. I was nervous. I could hear the engines driving, and shortly after we took off there was a drop, and like my heart was literally in my throat. Like I was so freaked out, but of course I didn't scream. It was honestly very frightening because that was the first time, I would say, ever since I had memory as an adult, to experience something like that. So I don't know, what is your first flight and where did you travel to and how was your experience? Let me know in the comment section below. I would like to know. Raising Barn, what's one thing you only found out as a crew but not before as a passenger?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the fasten seatbelts as well will be landing in a few minutes. In preparation for our arrival, we are kindly asked you to adjourn to your seats and fasten your seatbelt. Please place your tray table into the fully upright position, open your window blinds and store your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the other hand.
Okay, guys, this is just for laughs. Anyway, I've never had such a passenger like that before, but I found this, it went viral on social media, and I thought it was something hilarious to share. To answer your question, I think after being a crew, I realized that people travel for tons of reasons. I have met parents, traveling to places like UK and Australia to attend their children's graduation, and they're like so proud and happy. And I have also met elderly couples. I love it when I have like elderly couples on board because they are so much fun to chat with, and they always have like so much life experience and advice to give you. Always makes my heart glad to see elderly couples, you know, even at their age, they are still traveling and excited about it. Okay, you know, when I get old, that's definitely something that I'm going to still continue doing. And I've also met this one very interesting passenger who was in a long distance relationship with his girlfriend from Philippines for 4 years, and he actually flew over to surprise her. How sweet was that? And it being their first time seeing each other, so I was very excited for him. I would say traveling is something that is very personal, and it holds a lot of emotion for different people on different occasions. So my job as a flight attendant has given me that opportunity to talk to real people, you know, with real life stories. Just makes my job more fulfilling for me, because if I am a passenger, I will most probably be watching my movie, eating my meals when I'm served, and tops just talking to my seat neighbors. Ashley is my friend. Hi Ashley. Ashley asked, where is your favorite destination and why? Oh my god, this question is a very tough question, but I'm gonna attempt it today. Because it's like everyone asks you this question when they know that you're a flight attendant. I don't have a particular favorite destination because I believe and I know that there is beauty in every different countries. Okay, but I do have a few that I really like. Okay, I enjoy going to Maldives for the sun, sand and sea, of course. And I also enjoy going to Japan, Tokyo, for Japanese food. And New York. I just don't remember myself not having fun in New York. So I remember sightseeing with a bunch of colleagues. We went to the Vessel, and then we went cafe hopping. We went to many different cafes, and we would buy food and share so that we have a taste of everything and not too much, and then we go on to another cafe or restaurant. So that was with one group, and another group we partied. We partied in Frankfurt, and then we partied in New York, and it was so much fun. And there was another trip where did we go? Yes, and I watched musical. I watched it with Ashley and Diana. Are you girls watching? Yeah, so Ashley, this is for you. We went to watch Mean Girls. It was so good. But of course, this is for work. If it's for my own personal travels, the list of favorite destinations or places that I really enjoy going looks very different. But when I do have my own personal travels, I find it more meaningful to experience the life of locals. So I will do a lot of research. I wouldn't say I have traveled the world, because to me, the places that I have traveled to, that this job has taken me to, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface of what is really out there to explore. The world is so big. I don't think there's like enough time in my lifetime to explore every corners of the earth or the world. I have traveled during my career break in 2018, where I went to Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia. I've hiked with a monk in Chiang Mai in Thailand with my father, and I did a video of it. It was so unexpected, and the video turned out to be so meaningful. I've also spent a day with my trekking guide in Sapa. I was in Sapa, north of Hanoi in Vietnam, with my friend Xiao Wei. So these are the moments where I get to see life from another perspective, something that's different to the life I have day in and out living in a city. Mark asked, ever thought of visiting a slum while being outstation? Visiting a slum, yes. Visiting a slum outstation, no. Okay, let me explain why. I think as a flight attendant, people think that we have a lot of time overseas to go sightseeing, shopping, um, whatever. Okay, but the truth is we actually really prioritize our rest a lot, because especially for long flights, for example a flight from Singapore to Paris, okay, flight time is about 12 to 13 hours. When we check into the hotel, we usually sleep, rest. And then for stations like Europe or US, where we have at least 2 to 3 nights, then we can plan something more concrete, be it sightseeing, going out for a meal, or shopping, etc. So yes, I would definitely want to visit a slum, but definitely not during my layovers. I will just keep it solely for work, rest, and doing miscellaneous stuff. I find it so grounded and enriching to visit places like that, not because I am living a better life than them, but it just gives me an opportunity to learn and see things from a different perspective, because to be honest, I don't really enjoy the city life. Sometimes when I travel, I go to places where I wouldn't go to Hong Kong, I wouldn't go to New York, I wouldn't go to Sydney for holiday, because it just reminds me of the kind of stress and fast-paced life I already have in Singapore. Sharon asked, what are the challenges faced in your social life after becoming a flight attendant? Okay, Sharon is also my friend. She used to be a ex-cabin crew. She's doing photography now and doing very well. I'm very proud of her. So challenges faced in my social life. So when I became a flight attendant, of course I entered this job knowing what to expect. I know that I'll be traveling a lot. I have to work on festive seasons, sometimes on weekends. So I basically set myself up to not expect myself to be in Singapore. To be honest, after a while, my family and friends don't even expect me to be around. One example is the Chinese New Year. I remember the first year when I started flying, and because I was under probation, I am not allowed to change my flight. You just become more thankful to the people around you who actually call you up, check on you, to plan gatherings around everybody's schedule, because my schedule is very hard to accommodate, but my friends also have their own lives to lead. So we will just come together and set aside a particular day where everyone can make it. Billa Nazri. Hi Bill. How's things like the moment the plane is about to land, and what do you usually do first? Sleep, explore. Okay, when the plane is about to land, we have a lot of things to do, mainly safety related duties, like we need to clear the cabin, any loose items, return jackets to passengers. We need to inform our meet and assist passengers, not to disembark when we arrive at the gate, and that we will assist them when all the passengers have disembarked. Next question is, what do you usually do first, sleep or explore? Okay, both, but the order and the sequence of sleeping and eating, is it eating? No. Yeah, sleep or explore is different. So when I first started flying, I think the first 2 years I would probably check in, sleep for a couple of hours, and I'm ready to go sightseeing. But right now I prioritize my sleep over exploring, shopping. Live or Caramel Ramsey. Hi Ramsey. 5 places and 5 activities from these places that makes it unique. Okay, I feel like I'm on a time base to answer this question because my battery is dying. So first, Maldives, go for snorkeling or diving because the marine life is beautiful over there. You get to see manta ray, turtles, clownfish, parrotfish, all sorts of fishes that you've never seen before in your life other than from the fish market. So Christchurch, go to Lake Tekapo. In the day, the view is stunning. The mountains, the lake is of crystal clear water, blue clear waters. And in the night, if you decide to stay, you might be able to catch the Milky Way. And third, Germany. Okay, Germany, definitely DM other than the castles. And yeah, go to DM. It's the largest drugstore in Germany, and I get my hair care products, skincare products. Need to download Google Translate because the products are all in German. So use Google Translate for you to read the instructions. And for
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Captain speaking. As your phone was starting on ascent into...
Alright guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I just can't wait to go back to the skies, and hopefully I get to see some of you on my flight. And if that really happens, do come and say hi and give me your biggest smile, okay? I can't upgrade you to premium classes, but I can serve you more drinks. Also, if you have enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you get notified whenever I upload. And as previously mentioned in this video about my hike in Thailand, which is one of the most amazing hike I've ever had, I hiked with a monk and I managed to document it. Make sure you click on the video you see on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over in that video.